Mic check, mic check, mic check. Mortar Masters podcast. Your host, Maine, of course. That, and by the way, I was told that people didn't understand what I was saying. So it's mic check, mic check. More than the Masters podcast. It's your host, Maine, of course. That's the intro. Just in case anybody didn't understand what I was saying. I know I speak fast, so I don't take it, I don't take it to heart. But yeah, man, I'm back with another Thinkin Out Loud. First and foremost, of course, I want to thank all the supporters, all the listeners, all the people who give me feedback, everybody who supports the podcast, supports the brand. I like all the shares I've been getting the last week, the comments, the feedback, the reactions, the messages. Yeah, honestly, when you're talking on this thing here, this podcast, and you're doing your thing, really, you're not. It's sometimes where I go in and I feel like me going into that episode or me going into that Thinking Out Loud, I know that I'm going to have a message, right? But then there's sometimes you're just talking, and like I said, last Thinking Out Loud, I was just trying to sell a sweatshirt, to be honest with you. I just wanted to sell a sweatshirt. I figured, at $25 a pop, this is where I also sell a sweatshirt, right? I figure at $25 a pop, why not go ahead and use this opportunity that I'm given to go ahead and sell the merch. So with that being said, we do got the sweatshirts right here. I've got the old one on right now, but this is the new one, you know what I'm saying? This is the 2022 sweatshirt, by the way. So we got this sweatshirt, 2022 sweatshirts. You can go cop that, Morning Masters podcast sweatshirts. If you want a 2021 sweatshirt, you can still make these, of course. Just let me know. They both look good, I love the way I look in black, but, you might like red. You might like a different color. Let me know what color you want, and then we'll either the Cash App or the company I'm doing it with. If they are able to put a link up, I'll put the link up. But right now it's just a test run. We just testing some things out. So if you like the sweatshirt, cop one. If you don't like the sweatshirt, go ahead and cop one. If you don't like me, go ahead and cop one. If you do like me, go ahead and cop two. You feel me? It's all about sales. We trying to sell the sweatshirt, trying to sell the merch. It's kind of hot in here, by the way. But yeah, man, another thing Loud. First and foremost, thank all the supporters. You know what I'm saying? Love the feedback I got last week. It was amazing. I did work a lot last week. I tried to put out a lot of content. I think I put 2 Thinkin Out Louds out, two podcasts out. In the podcast world, that's like putting out 4 or 5 albums in a week. So I put a lot of material out last week. So I'm hoping that that you like that. Let me see. Make sure we're recording real quick. All right, we good. So yeah, man. I don't have too much to talk about today, but I do want to talk on a few things, right? So the first thing I want to talk about is, the last episode I put out, which was DJ Swag. That was a great episode to me. If you liked it, comment under this video. Let me know if you liked it or not. I'll be trying to do guests like that so people can understand what Augusta really is about. Somebody like DJ Swag is kind of what Augusta's about. He has his hand in multiple things. He's like an entrepreneur here, business minded here, and got this here, and just very decorated. I wanted to really portray that for him, not for him, but of him for the city. Because sometimes people look at you and they think, oh, DJ, he just DJ this. No, he's more than a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Oh, studio, he just got a studio. No, it's more than just got a studio. He got a lot of stuff going on with him, and even just him talking about his upbringing and how he wanted to get out of Augusta and what that led to, and all things of that nature. I think those are amazing and dope stories, and I think capturing those type of stories from people that mean a lot to the city are dope. And that's how I feel. If you don't feel that way, let me know, but I feel that way. So that's what I try to portray. So when I get guests like that on, if y'all like that, let me know so that I can do my due diligence in finding those type of guests. I do often. I'll play with guests, here and there. I'll do something funny. I'll take a risk and do this kind of guest. But if you want those kind of decorated people on there, let me know. Sometimes I throw different things at y'all, so I don't know which I be wanting. You know what I'm saying? But I do like doing episodes like that. I did Karma Casanova and Danny V the Promoter. They got the movie coming out next month called The Cheater's Handbook. One is a video vixen, one is an artist. I thought that was dope to have them two on in and talk about that relationship with the video vixen and the artist, and then talk about acting and things of that nature, because we just had the Mainway season finale drop yesterday. So shout out to everybody that watched that. But acting has been something I added to my repertoire, right? I don't know what that word means, but it sounds good to say. And now I'm curious about people who don't act on a daily basis feel about acting. So that's what I want to portray with there too. And also we had this big melee in the city about an award show or award platform or award list, whatever you have it. And they were very close to the person that was behind that, so I wanted their input on it, and I got a different insight on even talking to them. And those conversations are also important because from a bird's eye view or from outside looking in, you thinking one way. I was thinking the whole time that he put it out and just woke up and put it out and thought that was it. I didn't know that had been out for a month, that anybody could have voted, anybody could have did this. I didn't know that, so that would have changed my opinion on things as well. But all in all, make sure you get the Morning Master sweatshirt. You know what I'm saying? We got it right here. You can get this one too if you want, but the Morning Master sweatshirt, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you copy one. Hit me up if you want one. But yeah, that's why I initially did the episode. I'm gonna sell my shirt because they on the uproar. But yeah, so definitely, if you like the content I'm putting out, please let me know. If you don't like it, let me know what I can do to fix it. I know I talk crazy sometimes. If you can't hear what I'm saying, let me know. Speak slowly. I'll try. If I'm stuttering too much, tell me stop. They don't call me Bobby Boucher for nothing. All right, I stutter a little bit. All right, and then something that's important though to me, and I probably should let off with this, but I'm gonna start off for now. When I do Thinking Out Loud, I really have a few things to talk about, and I just kind of ramble. So forgive me if I'm rambling too much, but But in a serious tip, where I work at, I always talk about Aiken, South Carolina, right? Aiken, South Carolina, boy, Aiken is it's a place, man. It is a place. It is some very interesting individuals that live out there in Aiken, South Carolina. It's a interesting ecosystem out there. All right, it's an interesting neighborhood, interesting community. Very interesting. That's the word I'll use. So I won't be offensive, but when I say interesting that many times, I mean interesting. With that being said, I had a coworker, which we would call associate because of my level in the store, but I would call an associate. But because I don't look at myself as higher than somebody, I just say coworker. We had a coworker who worked on Wednesday, died Wednesday night, right? So definitely rest in peace to her. Rest in peace to Tracy. Beautiful soul, lovely lady. Real quick, well, let me get into this. Yeah, real quick. My last interaction with her, I'm a hugger. I'm not gonna lie. Like I like to all my associates. You get two things from me, right? You gonna get real. So I am a joker. I'm gonna joke with you, but in jokingly telling you the truth. So if you're a trash associate, I might joke around and say, yeah, man, you trash. I'm not going to say it that way to certain people because I know who I can and can't say it to. But I might use something you did, something you messed up. I might, do that, so to speak. And so for me, I like to interact. I like to touch the people. I like to be a hands-on manager, hands-on leader. I like for people to know who I am. I want to know who they are, who you are as a person. So when things like this happen or if they happen, I'm not, just finding out about you because you passed away, but I kind of knew about you already, right? So the sad news I got when I saw it, I called the manager. They called and said, yo, what's going on? I just saw it yesterday. Like, I gave her a hug. I just saw it yesterday. And my last words to her was make sure you do your training. And she said, I did it already. I know they told me you were going to come talk to me. I did it already. And I was like, oh, give me a hug. You did your training. I gave her a hug. She walked off. I walked off. My last interaction with her ever. And the dopest thing about that is I got so lucky in my position and what I do and the day I had. You get so lucky to have that interaction be your last interaction with somebody who is no longer here on this earth. Like, I can actually say the last interaction I had with her, we spoke, we laughed, I gave her a hug, asked how she was doing. It was like it was a human to human interaction, not a manager to cashier interaction, not a big guy to little person interaction. None of that. It was human to human. How are you doing? Type of interaction. Like, okay, good. Give me some love interaction. That's the type of manager I am. I go around doing that all the time. Anybody tell you? Even the men. I'm not to be funny. Now I know funny stuff, but even the men, like, I'll give them a fire, I'll bring them in, I'm give them a hug, like, what's good, you good? That's how I am. Everybody think, I'm just an asshole, which I am an asshole as well, but I got a good balance. I got an asshole, then I got, caring. I can be caring and I can be an asshole. It depends on what day it is and what you're doing to, make either one of those come out. Other day I had an associate as a guy. do fulfillment, do internet orders, and I'm talking to him, and he come in the morning. I'm like, you late, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? But I give him a 5 anyway. I give him a 5, bring him in close, give him a hug, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you good, you good, you good? I let him go. Yo, he told me this is the same day. The same day I talked to Tracy. He told me, he says, I needed that, man. I needed that. I was like, chill, don't do that. You know, like, I'm not even that emotional person, but like him saying that, him looking as a man looking as another man, like damn, like because you never know what kind of day somebody have, and you never know what's going on in somebody's life. And in retail, it's super tough because I can tell you this today, and then the next thing I could be about how I got some horrible associates. But both can be true. Both can be true, and both can definitely be visited and be thought about. And for me, that day just seemed like a blur because all I did was give love to everybody. Anybody had training done, I'm giving them hugs. I'm just talking to them. This is a regular day for me. It's regular. But to get back to Tracy, the thing that I thought about that was just so sad, in addition to her losing her life, was that they had to call the store to notify. They couldn't find them next to kin. Like, almost like, damn. I started thinking, when I hear that, and I'm hearing about her not having family, I'm like, fuck. Like, am I the last person that hugged her? Like, was that hug the last hug she got before she passed away? Was that the last, like, form or term of endearment that she got before she passed away? And was it enough? Was it? I give her one hug. You know, I can't do the two. I'm a manager. I can't do that. I can't do that at work. But give her a little one hug. Like, damn, like, was that enough? Like, was that enough? And that's what's tough. It's like, damn. But I started thinking, and I got a lot of stuff going on in life and real life, and just with people that I talk to on a daily basis, and in your real family. It's like, damn, we be going through stuff, and like, is our last interaction enough? Is that enough? Am I gonna be okay with if, God forbid, somebody in my family passes away, and I say, damn, the last time I talked to that person, I said this or I did this. Is it enough? Am I okay with that? Do I feel like I can do more? And I'm not saying live every day that way, because we know nobody wakes up thinking that today's their last day. I know they say live like that way, but if we lived like that way, we wouldn't pay bills. Because if I thought today was my last day, I'm not paying my car note, my rent. No, I'm blowing it. You can't live every day that way. But I do think we got to take some things into consideration. The fact that it's a possibility that it could be someone's last day, and then move accordingly to that. And so I was just happy enough. I was happy as hell that my last encounter, I wasn't like on some asshole stuff or some bad manager stuff. You know, like my last encounter was beautiful. Like, I don't know. But that was tough. Like, it's tough dealing with that in a store, especially with a bunch of associates. And you got to make sure everybody else okay. And then now you have to manage differently, because now you got to make sure everybody understand, like, yo, you know, life does go on and the business is going to have to go on. Yes, but we care about y'all. We care about people. You work with somebody, you work with people 5 days a week, 40 hours a week. You with those people more than your family sometimes, more than your spouse sometimes, more than the person you love the most in this world, more than your favorite person sometimes. You're with the people you work with sometimes. By that alone, y'all become family. By that alone, y'all become closer than what y'all would have been close, which y'all would have been on the streets. I often say that sometimes. I make a joke that in retail or working, you know, a lot of times you'll have, and this is, I always joke with a certain relationship, but any relationship in general, any relationship, you won't have that outside on the street, but you'll have it at work. And work does that for you. High school, it does that for you. Like, being in the space with someone for a long time on a daily basis, it will do that. It brings you closer. So to hear somebody pass away, and one that's like, yeah, it's associated to somebody, it's just this is somebody else, but somebody like me who's seen them day in, day out, talking to them day in, day out, it's like, damn, that's tough, because that could be me. That could be this person. It was the person at Aiken one time that said that she was going to kill me. That's the person that told me. That's tough. It's like, damn, we done, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's tough. It's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow, man. So definitely would tell anybody that's watching this, like, I'm not saying go ahead and make amends to every person in the world. If you could, if you want to, but I know how that stuff goes. It's easier said than done. But I would definitely say, you know, just watch how you talking and just how you approaching people. And I've had that happen this week a few times. Like, sometimes people will call you or just say something and just lay all this shit on you. It's like, bro, you don't know what I got going on. You ask what I'm doing and you just dump. That's not cool. That's not cool. I could be in a good space and you dumping what you dumping on me. It's put me in a bad space, but now you're in a good space because you dumped it on me. You're not dealing with it no more. But I was having a good day. Now you dump this stuff on me and I got to deal with it. That's corny. That's not good. That's not cool. It's not cool, man. So, sometimes you got to watch how you approach people, how you approach things, and ask them how they doing before you start, to go off, or before you start to just dump on somebody. You having a bad day. I'm not. I don't want to hear your bad day sometimes, 'cause I'm having a good day, and I want to stay in that space. I want to stay in that space if possible. God willing, right? But it brought me to a deeper, another topic in my life. Just thinking like, with family. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, we got this saying, nobody wins when the family feuds. And let me tell you about me. Right? Hold on. Let me get a drink of soda real quick. What time is it? Cutting it kind of close. Anyway, so about me, right? I'm a very family-oriented person. I'm not going to lie. I know I don't speak to all my family members, but my core, my immediate family, I love them to death. I don't care what the problem is, what the situation is. I don't think there's nothing that they can do or say or that can be done to where I won't love them and I won't be there for them. I don't think there's nobody in my family that's gonna sit here and say, "Man, Jermaine won't let it go. He won't let this go." Like I don't care what type of energy we on or what argument we have. When I see you, it's love. I'm talking to you. I'm gonna give you a 5. We gonna chill. We gonna vibe out. And I do that because, like I said, I never want anybody to leave this earth, and I feel like we was on a bad page. Anybody that I talk to in real life, whether I dealt with you, didn't deal with you, whether it could be a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it, whatever, man to man, a platonic relationship, it don't matter. Like I really try to always be there for people. I'm always gonna try to be there for people, and I'm always gonna try to carry myself in a good light in dealing with you, because push gonna shove, something happen, I don't want to have to bring the fakeness out. Oh, we was this. I should have. I don't want to be a I should have, could have, did person. I want to do and do at that time and say, damn, okay, but I did everything I could do. Like I said, I got lucky giving Miss Tracy a hug. I won't say her name because she gone. Giving Miss Tracy a hug because it's a lot of times in management they don't get the best attitude from me or from people. They don't get it. I'd have felt like shit if the last thing I said to her was, "Yo, do your fucking job, man." I wouldn't say that. Well, I do say that sometimes at work, but I wouldn't say it that way. Your energy can say that. You don't have to say it verbatim, but your energy can say, "Do your fucking job." And I'd have felt hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's a manager that feel hurt. They wrote up the week before. They feel like, damn. You know what I'm saying? It's mixed feelings, but I feel lucky, and I feel like I do that because I generally do ask people, "How you feeling?" My family, I'll talk to them, "How you doing?" You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I wanted to get into my family stuff, but now I'm not, because some stuff you can't talk about, and I don't want to speak on nobody else's business while trying to make myself look like I ain't beef with the family, but you are. I'm gonna leave that alone. What I want to say is this, right? I'm gonna end it here. I want to give a big shout out to my cousin. That's what I would do. This is what I would do, man. I want to think about this video for a long time. I want to give a shout out to my cousin Pop. His name is Carl to y'all, but we call him Pop. I'm gonna give a big shout out to him because he was is, always will be a big part of my life. I didn't have a big brother. That was probably the closest thing I had to a big brother that was family. Always looked up to him. You know what I'm saying? He could do everything, bro. Like he could dance, he could sing, he could rap, he could do fucking backflips, play basketball, fast run, fight, argue, read, spell, like math, like he just anything you name it, like he always was doing it and was just better at me than it. He could do everything, and definitely had a tough life. When I say tough life, I'm just saying like with his dad and his mom, who in a year's time or just passed away, right? And this is what I'm getting at, to deal with, your dad passing, your mom passing, that's all your grandmother passing, our grandma, she just passed away. You know what I'm saying? Our grandma. To deal with that and to be where he's at, like I commend him 100%. Like I don't know, I be feeling so proud talking to him sometimes, because you gotta know where people came from. That's why it's important to get to know people. You gotta get to know people, man. If you don't get to know people, whether they are associate, whether you work with them, whether you're a manager and you over them, whether somebody's under you, you just leading them, somebody look up to you, it is dope. It's very imperative that you get to know people and their background, because the stuff I'm happy for him, it probably wouldn't make sense to the average person. They might look at his age and say, okay, well, he worked here, so. But you got to know his background to know why that's a big deal. To know like the longevity of him keeping his job. To know him taking a leave out on faith trying to drive a car. To know that all his elders are gone. They dead. They gone. They're not coming back. They're not here. All his elders are gone, and he making a way on his own. And he couldn't successfully do it when they were here. But with them being gone, it's like he prevailed. And that's, I don't know, to me that's like, I look at him sometime, and I ain't really say it to him. So I'm gonna say it here. Like, if I ain't said it to you personally, now I'm gonna say it here, and I'll say it again to you personally. Like, I 100% admire everything you're doing, man. I watched you, be a better father. I seen, you with your oldest son, and all that came with that, and the growth there. I seen the growth in with how you are with your youngest son. I seen that. I see the growth in how you are with taking care of your business. I seen that. A lot of things that just amazing growth wise as a person and character. I see it. Discipline. I see it. You keeping a job for however amount of time you done kept it now. I see it. Them telling you, you can make it to the next level. I see it. Like, these type of things got to get applauded and awarded. And I think a lot of times when people like this, because what Pop is to the family, he's not the black sheep. His dad was. He's not the black sheep, but he's the son of the black sheep. And a lot of times being the son of the black sheep, almost like you just inherited by nature, bro. Like, I'm just being honest with you. I never looked at him that way. He was my everything. He's my idol. You know what I'm saying? That's like an idol to me coming up. I wanted to be like him. I wanted to fight like him. I still want to fight like him. I still can't fight like him. Like, how Pop could fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I admire him. I admire him still to this day. And a lot of his principles and stuff. And he's not perfect by a long shot, but like, to me, I like him and I admire him. But, you just see the growth in people. And I think sometimes in family, we be quick to talk about the failures. They're not even in family. It's in life. We are quick to blast failures. Oh, he dropped out. Oh, he did this. Oh, he stole the car. Oh, he skipped school, And then the minute they might get a job and say, oh, he got a job here. Oh, he's keeping a job. He been in that job for a couple months. Oh, he moving up in that job. Oh, he got an apartment. Oh, he driving. Like, we don't reward those type of things. And I feel like we should, no matter how old or young the person is. So, I'll take this time to, shout out to my cousin Pop, you know what I'm saying? Love you to death. I'm super, super happy that, you're able to get your life together under the circumstances that you're dealing with. I can't relate to how I would feel losing my dad, who I haven't talked to in about 2 years, or my mom. I can't relate to that. We lost grandma together, but that was also like a second mom to you. So even though I feel the way I feel about it, I know your pain can go deeper, and I know that you're not emotional at all. People think that I'm emotionless. You know what I'm saying? My cousin Pop is, but it's a family thing. I can't even say it's just him. My grandma was like that too, so I don't know. But look, man, I love you to death. I'm here for you. If you need anything, hit me up. Let me know. Like, that anyway. I'm always gonna look out for you, because you looked out for me my whole life, and I'm definitely proud of you. I don't care what it is, where you work, what you're doing. Like, I love the fact that you able to provide, that you showing initiative, that you out there doing your thing, and the longevity in which you're doing it is what I'm applauding. I'm applauding all the time. Dope father, great father, amazing growth. You know what I'm saying? So we love you, the family love you. If somebody tell you they proud of you, I'm proud of you. Like, I am super proud of you. Like, when I hear stuff, that's why I don't call as much. When I hear stuff, I'm like, maybe me not calling. You ever watch a game, a basketball game, or a sports game, and your team is winning, but you're not watching the game, so you feel like if I don't watch the game, they'll keep winning? That's how I feel about you. I might not call all the time, because I feel like if I call, I don't want to F up, or I want them to keep doing whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing is working. I'm just not interfere with it. So it's never that I don't want to talk to you. It's never a lack of communication thing. You never on my nerves. None of that stuff. It's just simple fact that I want to mess up what you got going. I want you to win, and I want you to do it in the fashion which you're doing it, which is amazing. So shout out to you. And I do feel like people, like I said, if you get anything from this, check on your people. If talk to somebody, see how they doing. Before you dump on somebody, please make sure they're okay first. A lot of times I have problems with people. Like, I have a problem. It could be somebody I'm talking to, the person I'm dealing with. It could be anything. I can have a problem, but I will hold it in because I might feel like their day isn't going good enough for me to bring this up right now. The time isn't right for that right now. That's how I am. I ain't saying everybody gotta be that way, but for me, I'm big on, is this the right time for this? Is it worth it right now? Can it wait? Is it that important to even bring up in the first place? Those are things I always think about before I start to blurt out or before I start to put somebody in a bad space or in a bad mood. And I just recommend anybody do the same thing. Before you call somebody and try to, get on them about this and that and third, is the right time. Some things ain't gonna be able to wait. I understand that, but some things can wait. Sometimes it's just bad time, but sometimes it's not important enough. So, and I'm big on that. Is it important enough? Is it worth arguing at this moment? Is it worth this possibly happen? I always think of what could happen if I say this. If I bring this up, what can happen? If I bring this up, what could this person possibly be going through for it to go left or for them not to receive it well? And these are things I always think about. So I would say y'all think about it too if possible. I don't know. People like the way I think a little bit, so I'm just thinking aloud, talking. This ain't had nothing to do with nothing. I just wanted to do it. I just got to work. I'm about to go out in a minute. I just wanted to make sure that I have something so that if I don't have time, I can put it out this week. It may come out, may not come out. I don't know how I feel yet. I might do something better. Who knows? But yeah, man. I wanted to be short. I didn't want it to be too long. I didn't want to go over a whole 30 minutes. I might go. I don't know. I can't see the time right now. But if you don't get nothing out of this, man, you got the shirts. All right. Don't sleep on the shirts. More Than Masters podcast. Got the flag right here. These are the 2022 shirts. All right. So hit me up, message me or something. Get you a shirt. Support the brand. You know what I'm saying? Support the movement. You feel me? Oh, that look nice. Support it. If you don't want a new shirt, you want an old shirt, we still got these colorful. You can give them different colors too. Hit me up. Let me know. And that's that, man. I'll be out. Nothing allowed.